G'day guys, how's it going? Alright, in this video what I am trying to do is work out the kind of like the aerodynamics on Max the DR650. So I'm getting that wind buffering. So it's not crazy wind buffeting, it's just making a lot of noise. When I put my head above the screen, it's nice and really soft, but when I come back down, it's craziness. Now, something that I've done, and I'll bring you over. So a great little addition that I've made to the DR is behind this screen, I put in this plastic dash, which houses the thermometer and the clock, which has been bloody fantastic. But I think what's happening is before that, I had clear, oops, I had air coming up underneath here, and behind this screen, oh, which when you get that low pressure in here, it was actually making it the same as the outside. So the air would whoosh straight past that way. But now what's happening, because I've blocked it all off, you're getting the low pressure in here, and when the high pressure hits here, it just makes all this turbulence. So I've gone and got some of this Christmas tinsel, and I have, as you can see, I've stuck some of it on here. So I've put a bit on here, a bit on there. I've put one piece which is actually, oh, behind all this, that one there is stuck to the inside, and I believe that that one's not going to do much in there, but these ones here are stuck to the outside, so that should cleanly go that way. But what's going to happen, I believe, is it's just going to get all crazy, and hopefully we'll see that on the video. Then what I'll do is I'll then remove this dash and then see what change it makes to that. And I think we might even hear a bit of a change in the microphone, because that's the other problem that I have, is the microphone is picking up, and all that turbulence is messing with the microphone. So, alright, let's get out on the road. Rightio guys, so I'm just at the start of the 100k zone. This stuff's been going a bit bloody crazy. This all tangled up to start with, but it's sorted itself out. These little ones on the side have just cut themselves short. These ones are staying okay. So, let's get going and see what happens. So I'm just going to start up at, where are we, 60 k's. Geez, it quite throws you off, that stuff bloody coming at you. So I'll get to 60 k. So there's 60 k's. So that one's moving around, the bottom one, a little bit more than I expected. So now we're going to get it up to 100k. That's 100 k's. It's not quite doing what I expected it to do. 100 k's again. Oh, I've got to be careful here, guys. This is a bad spot. Cars coming out. I know what it's like when you're over there. Rightio. 95. Oh! Little bits of it's breaking off. So for me it's quite noisy. So hopefully you guys have seen, yeah, they're all starting to cut. Now what I'm going to do now, turn that off. Oh man, yeah, they're all cutting off, damn it. What I'm going to do is I brought a screwdriver and I'm going to rip this off. So I'll come back to you when I've got this off. Rightio, so now I've just taken that out. So that was basically what made up the dash. It was just those 3 screws. So now I'm going to have clear air coming up through here. Now it's breezy, it's not really windy, but I was getting some side wind and stuff like that. I don't know if that means anything. I know there's going to be some people that are going to say, oh, you shouldn't have put things there, or I should have put more here, or whatever. This is not scientific. This is me, Mark Victor, having a go at trying to work it out the best way I know how. Alright, and to show you guys, obviously, what I'm bloody doing. Alright, 60 Ks. Nothing really looks that much bloody different. Alright, get her up to 100 Ks. Once we get around the corner, doing about 95 Ks an hour, and hopefully the microphone's going to be a little bit better too. So that's 100 Ks an hour. Obviously this little one, you can see that's straight up now. I don't know if these are doing anything really different. If anything, they're going higher up, not coming this way at me. Still doing 100 Ks. Alright, fouled her up a bit. 110, 120, 120 Ks. Now I'm going to put me, what do you call them? Go back into the fish tank. And this is for the microphone purpose, because even with this down, I would still get a bit of, man, no, this is a hell of a lot better actually. Now that I'm just relaxing and not worrying about everything else, put that up. I'm not getting any bloody buffeting. I can't believe that. That's crazy. So for all this time that I've had that dash on there, and obviously straight up I just didn't pick that there was the extra buffeting. Then when I was with the microphone, I just thought it was the microphone and something had gone wrong, and it was actually by putting that dash in there. Alright guys, so we'll go back to the man cave and we'll have a bit of a chat. Yeah, cool. Rightio guys, so I've come back, I've looked at the footage, and what I've decided to do is what I did was I re-put longer pieces on there and went out again. So here's that footage now. Righto guys, so what I wanted to show you, I've just come back out, I've put new ones of these on so they're long, and instantly these haven't knotted up like they did the first time when I was just coming through the 60k zones. So I think that just proves to me again that the turbulence was what was tangling them all up until I got to the higher speed where it eventually cleared them up, and I think they're all already coming a bit higher. Alright, well I'll talk to you when I get back to I'll get up to the 100k. Rightio guys, so we're in the 100k, so I'm doing 100k's. Back off on the corners. Oh, that bloody hurts with, oh! Put me bloody visor down. So yeah, I'm saying that these things are, it's smoothed it out. That's what's happened. It's definitely smoothing out the airflow. It's not making them come higher. It's just the airflow is smoother. That's it. If I want to make the air go higher, I've got to I've got to change, I've got to have a higher windscreen. Obviously this has got to be higher. I don't know about moving it forward, whether that's gonna, but basically that's just coming, the wind is coming straight at my, such a shitty corner that. Yeah, I mean this shield basically keeps the wind off your chest and it comes straight at your face. Alright, back to the man cave again. So there you go guys, it wasn't as big a difference visually what I thought it would be using these strand things, but clearly for me, and I didn't actually have it on footage the first time when they all tangled up doing about 60 k's, where they all knotted up and twirled around, which told me that there was air coming over, and then when it was hitting here it was getting all turbulent and tangling them up. But that second time, as you saw, they didn't tangle up at all, which meant that we were getting smooth air. And just to reiterate, having that smooth air doesn't mean it goes higher, which I thought it might have. It doesn't do that at all. It still comes at the same height. Would have to change the height of the windscreen. But if you've got a windscreen, if you've got a windscreen, you have to have air coming up in front of it and behind it to make that air smooth. And that's why you see, like I was looking at Alistair's bike on his screen, there's air that comes behind and in front. If you look at most bikes, you know, the newer adventure bikes and all that, they're all designed that way, where air can come up from both sides. And the more that you look around, there was one guy I seen with a cruiser, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to try and do something with Harry the cruiser, because he's got that big windscreen and I have that same issue. A guy actually got PVC pipe, and what he done was he had the two pipes and he had a 90-degree angle that came out in front of the windscreen, and then it came back, and then the pipes ran up and then 90 degrees back. So what he was doing, he was grabbing air at the bottom, sending it through the tube and bringing it in and shooting it out behind the windscreen. And by what he said, that bloody well worked. So clearly, if anything out of this video, that's the thing. Have air coming out both ends, air coming out both ends, air coming out both ends, both sides. Cool, I'm shutting up now guys. Keep on riding. If you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.